Embodying that selflessness and compassion that we saw in her every day. Through her work with organizations such as Foster Love and Pathway, Chrissy extended her love and compassion to numerous children and their families. She was not just a caregiver, she was a beacon of hope and kindness, touching countless lives with her generous spirit and unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Christy Gaynor will always be remembered as a beautiful, giving woman whose legacy and love and compassion was cut down that day. Chaperone, Sharon Wigfield, 45. Sharon was not just an English teacher at the Buckeye Career Center, but she was a beacon of warmth and support to her students. A devoted mother of 3, again one who was on the bus that day. Shannon's heart was deeply entwined with the lives she touched. Her passion for music was evident, having been a band student herself, and she carried that love into the role as a chaperone on band trips. With every trip she supervised, every band uniform she checked, she brought a heart-catching enthusiasm that energized our students and our staff. Her genuine care for her students went beyond mere supervision. She took the time to connect with them, fostering a nurturing environment where they could thrive, not just academically, but also personally. Shandy's commitment to her students was not just about teaching, it was about inspiring them to reach their full potential. Her presence in the band was a testament to her belief in the power of music and the transformative educational tool that it brings. She dedicated herself to supporting the band in every way possible, whether through organizing events or simply being there to cheer them on. Her love for teaching and her unwavering support helped create a sense of community that resonated deeply with everyone who had the privilege of knowing her. In Shannon, students found not only an educator, but a mentor who truly cared about their growth and happiness. Teacher Dave Kennett, 50.
Going forward, the criminal justice system will display more justice than what has been displayed here. Thank you.
Mr. McDonald. I'm the brother-in-law. My name is Chris Draper. I'm the brother-in-law of Dave Kennett. I was a professional driver for 22 years. We are held to a higher standard than the average person driving. Now, I don't know what you were doing in the cab. I don't know if you were petting a cat, doing a crossword puzzle, you fell asleep. I don't know and I don't care. But what I want you to know is I know what you weren't doing, and that is scanning the road ahead every 3 to 6 seconds. So, that's all I gotta say.
My name is Ron Abiel, and I got asked from Mr. McDonald, what do you tell your granddaughter, 13-year-old? Why did my granddaughter have to die? Can you answer that question for me? Why did she have to die? Let that sink into your head for the next, how many years you live? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Briggs. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've got to know Jacob over the last nearly a year, about 11 months. I met with him on numerous occasions. And in each and every one of those occasions, Your Honor, Mr. McDonald has shown a deep sense of remorse. And I typically, in sentencing, I don't discuss a client's remorse a whole lot. I think it cheapens it coming from an attorney. Frankly, it needs to come from the defendant, and Mr. McDonald will speak today. But I personally have interviewed him so much that I believe that internally it has devastated him to be a part of this accident that occurred. Mr. McDonald is 61 years old. He was a Navy veteran for 20 years, gunner's mate. He served on 6 different ships. Honorably discharged in 2002. He met his current wife, Luann, back in the 80s. He has 4 grown children that are all successful in life, from ages 24 up to 39. 2 of his sons live in Wisconsin, 1 in Oklahoma and 1 in Nashville. When he got out of the Navy back in 2002, he got a CDL and started driving trucks for a living. He lived in Alabama at the time. Came up here in 2020. He took his position with Mid-State Systems, which is the trucking company he worked for as of this accident. He's lived an exemplary life up to this point, Your Honor. Other than a speeding ticket, he has no prior criminal history whatsoever. He's always lived a quiet life in Zanesville, Ohio. I've looked through the sentencing factors in 29-29-12, and really, Your Honor, subsection B2, certainly applies. That there was serious injury, physical, economic, and psychological harm that has been caused here. I think an argument can be made for subsection B5, wherein he was a CDL holder. He had a heightened need of care, but I believe there's a counter argument to that, Your Honor. This is a tragic accident that was a series of really 2 events, and there was I'm not going to belabor the court by going back to the facts that you've heard, but there was an event that occurred prior to, and that was a heartbreaking event by the bus. And I think that those 2 coexisting at the exact same time, as unbelievable as it is, led to this tragic accident. Your Honor, there's a lot of factors that are mitigating factors, under subsection E in 29-29-12, and those that I've already discussed. His longevity in his careers, both in the Navy and as a truck driver, and under no prior criminal history. Your Honor, Mr. McDonald's been in jail now for 323 days. We would ask the court to consider time served and a probationary term as determined by the court. Your Honor, I understand that in this event there was a tremendous amount of loss. I understand there's an overwhelming amount of emotion, and it was a very tragic event. But, Your Honor, it was in fact an accident. So I don't believe that that sentence would diminish the serious nature of the crime. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. McDonald, would you like to say anything?
Yes, sir. I'm very sorry that this happened. I have no clue what happened. I'm not going to lie to you and say I do. And I pray every night to God. I do. For every single one of y'all and everybody involved in this accident. I do. And you can't say that I have no remorse, because I have very much remorse. Every day that I live, I have remorse. Every day that I shall live, I will have remorse. And I understand that y'all don't understand, but I don't know what else to say. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I consider the statements of the parties, the overriding purposes of felony sentencing, the overriding purposes of sentencing, the relevant seriousness and recidivism factors I've taken into consideration the victim impact statements that we've heard today. That were submitted to me in writing as well. Considered the pre-sentence investigation report. Taking all these factors into consideration, I'm going to impose a term of incarceration on each of the 6 counts of 180 days. I'm going to order that those terms be served consecutively to one another. Frankly, the sheer magnitude of the catastrophe here warrants it. There is no sentence that I can impose today, or in the event that he'd been convicted of the more serious offenses that would have satisfied the victims of this offense. I get that. Sometimes the law does not measure nicely these gradations of fault and responsibility. Nobody's going to be satisfied, and you're entitled to your opinion about that. That is something that is your reality. I get it. But with respect to the sentence that I've imposed, consecutive terms here are necessary to punish this offense. 6 victims died. They're not disproportionate to the conduct, and given the loss, the magnitude of the loss, no single term would adequately reflect the seriousness of the conduct here. By virtue of the revised code section 292141B1, the maximum aggregate sentence for misdemeanors may not exceed 18 months. Stated term of incarceration then is 18 months. Credit for time served is granted in the amount of 323 days. I'm not going to impose a fine given his status as being incarcerated. Court costs are assessed. Mr. Murphy, is there a request for restitution?
Your Honor, I don't believe there's restitution that is outside of the 6 people that have passed away as a result of this offense.
I'm going to impose also then a class 4 license suspension of 5 years. Mr. Donald, do you have any questions about the sins I've proposed?
Yes, sir.
Council, anything
No,
further?
Your Honor, thank you.
Good luck.
Mr. McDonald. All rise.
It'll be just one second, they just need to get him down the elevator first.
But he's already served the year.
Sure. I thought I was in your way.
You're still plugged in.
Rip your stuff out of here.
You're going to replace the camera now.
I was about to move. Thanks, Jim.